Fuck you too!
Welcome to the Black Irish Podcast. Welcome to a new episode of the Black Irish Podcast with Mike Crawford, myself, Brendan McCorkle. I wanted to start out this episode 10, with a PSA to everybody out there that's listening or watching. Do yourself a favor. Buy our rookie cards now. Because we love this shit, we're having fun, and we're hustlers. We're in this for the long haul. So get on train now because we're going places. All right? So come along with us. We're having fun the whole time. That's what it's all about. So, speaking of episode 10, Mike, you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
This lasted longer than 2 of my 4 relationships. 10 weeks. That's pretty good.
I wish I could say I only have 4 relationships. And let me start the day off by saying this. Listen, people, I have a full head of hair. I don't cut it all the time because we're in a pandemic, but I have a full head of hair.
Were people worried that you're sick and I'm doing this as a make-a-wish?
No, man, I've been acting my bald under here for some reason, even though, like, you can see I don't know, man.
You have a luscious head of hair.
I have a full head of hair, and I'm pretty old, so I'm blessed.
Yeah, no, you're good. I think we're both lucky that we both have good heads of hair. I got my mom's hair, so I'm obviously, like, I'm graying out already, but I don't give a shit.
I got a couple grays, too.
Oh, I got this, yeah, for sure, in the beardage, but who gives a shit? So, on to fun shit. I have started a new activity during the pandemic that is keeping me very occupied. We have a Ring, which most people do these days, a Ring doorbell. So, it comes with a neighborhood watch app on it. And I just started trolling people on there that are ridiculous because a lot of it is very, helpful and important information. But some of it is people just whining to whine. And those people are so much fun to tease and make fun of. And with other people, it's hilarious. So
you got some Karens in your neighborhood?
Guaranteed. So, like, there's, like, usually the big thing is gunshots. It's like, gunshots over here. And it's always like fireworks. Like, dude, that's a fucking bottle rocket, man. Have you never been anywhere around fireworks or guns? Apparently not. So.
No secret?
What's that? Oh, shoot off fireworks while you're doing it?
No, you're probably going to be all over the neighborhood next week.
But here's the best part. It comes up, your neighbor ID comes up random every time. It says neighbor and a random number. So it's not the same ID every time. So you could so I started, gunshots is like, Jesse J, bang, bang into the room. And it's just like, start messing with people. Somebody else had Miley Cyrus. Like, somebody came in like a wrecking ball. So it's like, we got this little competition in the neighborhood going with who we're going to mess with. But not anybody with serious stuff. So it's like coyotes are a big thing. And it's like, yeah, okay, a lot of it's good information. Protect your animals. Here's what you can do to, coyote repellent. But there's this one person that's posted like 4 times in the last week, these coyotes keep coming to my backyard. It's like, so I posted, look, tell your slutty dog to stop flirting with those coyotes and they'll stop coming around. Like, you're just whining to whine at this point because 4 times in the same week, like, put your dogs inside or shut up. I don't know what to do.
Well, get you some dogs that want to fight coyotes.
Well, that's a losing game there. Package thieves are always a good one. It's like, package thief, I can't believe it. Let's see. What was a good one? HDS coming through. Got a package, people. That was fun. That was a good one.
Everybody in your neighborhood doesn't have Ring, bro. Like, everybody should have Ring. Like, so
they do. That's why there's so many. Yeah, it's like 99% of them are all legitimate, but the 1%, the golds, are, I cherish those. And the ones that are the absolute best, Halloween. somebody smashed my pumpkins. Like, dude, they're high school kids. Leave them alone. It was $4. What are you going to do with it? Clean it up. Oh, well, who cares? That's my favorite.
I clean it, though. I feel them on that, man. I'm kind of
Yeah.
That's a bit.
That's kind of one of those things that's Halloween, though. It's like if you
smash it at someone else's house, I probably won't be that mad at you. Like, just smash my pumpkin somewhere else and I don't have to clean it. That's cool. If you smash the pumpkin on my porch, I'm going to be hot about that. I can't lie. I'm on the side with that.
I could see that. If you take the pumpkin and go throw it in the street or something like that.
You're good.
But see, but Halloween is one of those things, like if you don't give out candy, you might get egged or TP'd. You know, the jack-o'-lanterns, it's like, hey, it's pretty until it's the end of the night and then sacrifice them all. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's just one of those things where you'd be surprised how many people get so upset, and to the point where they feel the need to let the neighborhood know that somebody ruined their tiny little pumpkin. Nobody gives shit about your pumpkin, dude. So I'm sure that's going to...
Someone cares because you care.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's going to rile somebody up, and somebody's going to figure out who I am and be like, this fucking asshole. And then I'm going to have to fight somebody. But speaking of...
Never underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected.
I'm kind of watching you, man, so you need
Dude, I have not learned magic yet. Dallas and I were always terrified our kids were going to love magic.
You need a victory this week, man.
All right. Pick card.
4.
Thank you. You are, a Viking. And that makes me, number 5, a mermaid. Better watch out, Mike.
Better watch out for you to die. This is starting off ugly again for you, Brendan.
Dude.
Better hope you get some major
powers. All right, pick a number. All right, so do you want first and second or first and third cards?
First and third, the same way we've been doing.
Okay, what number do you want to start with?
5.
4. 5 is, what does it say? Has one tiny baby arm. Your Viking has one tiny baby arm.
And the other one is huge.
And I can turn to steel. I don't know why my camera picks it up sometimes, not the others.
Can turn into a seal?
Can turn to steel. So you're a Viking.
Steel.
Yeah. And, God, I hate these ones. The bottom half is play another character card. So your bottom half is literally Insane Clown Posse.
Okay. So now my bottom half is 4 people.
And I'm a mermaid that can turn to steel that has a 6-foot neck. All right. So let's recap here. We've got a Viking that has one tiny baby arm, and your bottom half is ICP. And I'm a mermaid that can turn to steel and has a 6-foot long neck. I win.
No, you automatically gonna lose.
How? I have an easy out that this could be 30 seconds, but I'll indulge you. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Easy.
How are you going to kill a mermaid, first of all, as a Viking? You got to come to me.
I'm just going to... Why do I have to... You have to kill me, too. This is not one-sided. Like,
where are we fighting?
Well, you also have to kill me.
I think in honor of our super fight intro...
We're fighting on the beach.
Okay, we're fighting on the beach.
Someone has to win. I can go a little bit into your habitat, but if I happen to yank you out of the water, now what are you going to do?
If you happen to, all I got to do is sit there on a rock and be a pretty mermaid. Your testosterone as a Viking is going to overtake you, and you're going to go, I have to slay that mermaid. I got to get it. You're going to come to me. You're going to take your Viking boat.
The bottom half of me is literally the worst group ever made. So I'm just going to have them start playing their music, and she's going to pass out, die. Because they are the worst. They stink. The Insane Clown Posse stinks so bad that they would kill anybody with their music. So what I'm going to do is have them start playing their trash music, and she's going to fall.
I listened to them for like 2 weeks in 7th grade. I was like, yeah, these guys are the shit. And I was like, oh, those guys are fucking whack.
Why you are the way you are, Brendan.
Oh,
listen to this.
That is just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. But no, I'm a mermaid, so I'm gonna be like a siren. I'm gonna be very provocative out on my rock. That's about 500 yards away. I gotta be far enough away to where you need a telescope, and you need to get on your Viking ship that you've built to conquer things, and you're gonna come out to me. And so you're on your boat coming out to
understand?
me.
Why would I come out to you and I have six
Because I'm a
people?
mermaid. I'm never going to
Four
you.
people.
That's never going to happen.
What do you mean?
I need, okay. I would need Prince Eric to come around and some weird squid lady to give me a curse so I had legs to get on. No, I'm not doing that. We're in a fight. We don't like each other. Vikings attack. Vikings do not sit and wait. Vikings are predators.
Regular
You're coming
Vikings
to me.
attack, not a Viking with a small arm. We know we had a bit of a disadvantage. We can't just go jumping in the water.
You don't take the big boat. You take the little boat.
I got a little arm. I can't afford to be out in no boat.
You got Insane Clown Posse to paddle. They're good for something.
Yeah, and then when we get out there, they're gonna help me jump you because it's four.
No, see, as soon as you get out there, I'm a mermaid. I dive underneath, stretch my 6-foot steel neck through the bottom of your boat, and swim away. It capsizes. Game over.
Cause I'm the champion by myself, all by myself.
Ugh, take that, Mike.
Because I've been killing you so bad, I'm gonna allow you to have this.
No, because that I had to entertain you a little bit. That was the easiest win. Mermaid that can turn to steel with a 6-foot neck. All you do, capsize the boat and leave.
But you turn into steel, so you can't be a mermaid and steel at the same time. So when you turn into steel, you don't move anymore.
Exactly. That's why I turn my neck
Steel.
6 foot. Bam, that turns into steel, and then it unturns into steel, and I swim away. That's it. It's game over. And you could use the Insane Clown Posse to float around on their dead bodies for a little while, but you're never getting back to shore, you big Viking. You're done.
I would have killed you, just so you know. But
Nope.
For now.
Well, in that same vein, what do you think is the worst way to die?
Me, my personal opinion is fire.
Fire? You're afraid of fire?
Yeah, I don't want to go out and blaze a fire. Like a car accident that results in a fire, and you're like,
Oh,
stuck in it
and you're just
burning
stuck in there?
like this.
Oh, that's brutal. Just getting
But
fucking turned into
a
plastic.
close 1A is, have you ever seen the movie Open Water? Like
No, but I've heard of it and I know the concept.
that has to be the most worst way to die.
I honestly
I don't
watched
know.
the first
I don't know either one.
15.
If you watched the first 15 minutes, you saw the whole movie.
That's exactly
So
what-
they
yeah.
did what the whole movie was sit out there in the middle. They give you a couple memory flashbacks or whatever, but for the most part, the movie is them sitting out there in the middle of the water, feeling fish and sharks and stuff hit their feet until they just give it. They don't even get eaten though. You know how they die?
They just can't float anymore. Yeah.
Oh, they just go under. They just like give it up and let their lungs fill.
I was there, bro. I told you the story. I did the same thing. Somebody just was there to get me. I don't know. I was there was
I ain't gonna lie. I know I ain't gonna make it, but I'm gonna give it an attempt to find me a shore. I ain't just giving up. I'm sorry, man. I can't go out like that. Like I just can't.
What about like death by monkeys? Like if you just got ripped apart by like chimpanzees or something?
I mean, that would be horrible, but that would be quick. That wouldn't take a long time once they. Like,
Okay. What about I'm not giving anything huge away, but in the show 000, which is amazing, like in the very first episode, they have pigs eating a body, and they're like, yeah, the little ones weren't really going for it, so I brought her in and bring in this big old beast, and he's like, I had her start with the head. It took a long time, but you know, it's like that would be.
Your body was already dead. You didn't die that way. Like,
That's
you
not
ain't just
true.
gonna sit there and let a pig eat you to death, bro. Like,
No, that I mean, he was not in 100% working order when he was thrown in there, but yeah, that's brutal.
that's absolutely disgusting too.
Why? Because they're pigs?
Oh, just because you let a pig eat a human being, and those are the same thing that one day.
It's because they eat the bones too.
Bacon.
Beware of anybody with a pig farm, because they eat them bone and all.
I'm a city guy. I ain't going nowhere near no pig farm. And if I ever need to get rid of a body, I'm throwing it in some acid.
We already know the closest thing you go to a pig is bacon.
Bacon.
If they ever bring back that dog commercial, it's bacon! You should be like the guy giving the dog the bacon. Be like, I like him too, buddy.
There you go, man.
Good for adults and for dogs. So, I heard something bananas on the radio yesterday. Yeah, I still listen to the radio. Terrestrial 104.7 old school. Thank you very much.
Maybe the only one, but they probably thank you for that free plug.
Yeah, I listen to the app too all the time. They said that Kanye West bodyguard for like however many years, like 16 years or something like that, is in talks with some kind of streaming service to do a tell-all documentary, and he was with Kanye for like the 7 weird years where he was kind of up and down, like, no, he's fine, no, he's not, yes, he is, no, he's not. And he's like, I'm just going to sell it, and I'm going to do it one time, and I'm going away. How do you feel about that? That's bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be full with a whole bunch of fabricated stuff that can't be ever proven.
Yeah, because he had to sign a NDA, right?
Well, not just that, but no one else is going to back the story, so it's just him telling the story.
But that's the problem, is it's not going to matter. His version of a fake story, people are going to watch it. People are going to eat it up.
They're going to listen because of who he is. If he's all they have to do is verify that he is Kanye's bodyguard, and he can tell the world anything, and they're going to listen because he's Kanye's bodyguard. Like everybody of these celebrities' bodyguard, when their careers are over, they literally have a payday. Just because they're that person's bodyguard, they can go to anybody and eventually be like, yo, I'll write a book for you and tell you this and just make up some stories. And it don't matter if it's true or not. They're going to write the book. It's going to sell. And by the time people figure out it's all fake, y'all going to be rich already.
Yeah, but then you have to live with yourself for the rest of your life. Like,
They spent their whole life being a bodyguard, watching over, willing to die for a celebrity. You think they ain't going to be okay living with themselves because they sold fake stories?
That is true. That's probably a different type of person. But, I mean, like Tiger Woods' caddy. Like, he wrote a book or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay, that was his caddy. But a bodyguard, like, you're going to die for this dude. Not like, get your socks wet fetching a ball. Like, that's a different type of commitment to a person. You would think that it would be a little more intimate than that. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Until they fire you. Once they fire you and don't give a check for you no more, you still got to feed your family. Like, at the end of the day, that's what it was for you. Unless you started, like, making it personal, it was a job for you. When the job is over, you need another job. I mean,
and that's probably
Actually, I don't know. I mean, security guards might got good retirement plans, pensions, whatever. I mean, I don't know what they got set up, but if they don't, they need to bring home bacon.
Yeah.
For their family.
Well, I guess that's the other part of the... Thanks to Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, I understand the bodyguard mentality now. It's like, you have to have that separation where this is a job, you're just a thing. You're a walking piece of flesh, I'm protecting this walking piece of flesh, and that's it.
That's it.
I see that.
It is a job. And that way, when you go home, and you actually have to write that tell-all book, man, look, you can walk out of there and tell them you're going to do it. If you want to keep your relationship, be like, look, man, look, you ain't going to be hiring me no more, so this is what's about to happen.
Yeah, and maybe, hopefully they did that. Hopefully he's like, look, man, I got all the stories. Give me 50, you help me choose 50% of them. That's what I'll tell. And that, it'll be a little
and the other
this and that.
50% will be fabricated. They can't prove those.
Or, like, just, sit down with Kanye and just be like, listen, dude, I won't tell this stuff, but you got to give me something. What can I tell? And then that's what you tell.
And go from there, man. Look.
I don't know, man. That's just craziness.
Hey, bro, I watched the Tiger Woods thing on HBO. Stevie's on there, which is wild. You were his caddy for 15 years. He probably helped you have all the men that you have now, the life that you have. It's all because of Tiger Woods. And yet, you just get on TV and be like, yo, I'm just going to tell it all. Everything I know, I'm willing to. And then the dude that was his dad's friend, that dude's the worst because that was actually your friend. And then you're going to fake cry on camera talking about, yeah, Tiger, they're going to not like me once I say this, but... So why are you on camera saying it? Why? These people are not your friends, bro. These celebrities better learn that. See, that's why I don't want to be famous, bro. I'm telling you, because then you don't know who you... Well, actually, let me take that back, just in case my guys ever see this. I know my friends are my friends. I know y'all love me, my guys. I ain't worried about y'all. But I'm just saying, for some people who don't have friends of 30 years like I do and don't feel that secure in their friendship, you get you some fame and loyalty, and fame, clearly they're not being loyal, but get you some fame and some money, and bro.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right, man. I think the goal is to be famous enough to where whoever we want to recognize us recognizes us. Like, hey, how's it going? And it's always pleasant. That's fine with me.
I'm my friends for 30 years. I think I can become filthy rich and ain't nothing gonna change. So I'm okay with it. But I'm just talking about some people don't have those type of friendships. You have friends that you've been friends with for 5 years maybe. And you get a check for $250,000 and it's like everybody's looking around like, oh man, you got that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just
You were hitting your mic like Mike fucking Tyson, bro. I don't know what you were doing. You were doing a knockout 1-2 combo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man.
You're good. You're good because we were leading right into the UFC anyway. Did you watch any of it?
Yeah, I definitely watched it, and I didn't know pre-him because I'm not a big UFC guy that the weight difference was as big as it was.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I would have put my money on that guy.
On which
Like,
guy?
I'd have won.
Oh,
The
Blackowitz?
guy who won. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Blackowitz.
I thought they were the same size.
No, I thought that Stylebender was just Adesanya was going to come out and just be so different that it was going to. I thought Adesanya was going to wear Blackowitz out, and the exact opposite happened. Blackowitz wore out Adesanya, or
Yeah,
Adesanya.
That weight is a big deal, bro. Like,
It's
you
huge.
Put that weight on somebody for a couple of rounds, they get like that's time.
And
Even
that
when
was
you work out. You don't work out with that type of weight on you. You might work out with a heavy ball or something, but you don't work out with 200 pounds or extra 20 pounds. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? To be putting on you for 5 rounds. And he's the one he want to fight John Bones. Man, bro, John Bones Jones would kill you, my dude. You just not big enough.
He's John Jones is the best pound for pound fighter of all time.
Exactly. And you think you're gonna move up in weights to fight the best pound for pound fighter of all time. He will murder you. Like, relax, my guy. Just relax.
Yeah.
And stay in your frame and your weight and keep killing those guys. But you're moving up to fight that you just moved up and lost to a dude that ain't nowhere near as good as John Jones. You think you want some of Bones Jones, you better rethink. Like, just rethink the idea. It's not a good one.
Absolutely not. And then
and I think you're really good, Adesanya, but that's just not a good idea.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna go run it back because it was a close fight up until the 5th round, and then Blackowitz took over. But I mean, it was 2-2 going into the 5th. It seems to be the consensus. So
yeah, but they're gonna. But I don't know. They might not. I mean, it depends on what you're.
They might not. There's so many good fighters. There's so many good fighters and so many good opportunities. It's one of those things where, you know, maybe Adesanya goes down to 3rd or 2nd. And then has another fight, and then gets back to #1 contender or something like that. But he'll be back in the mix within a year.
He still got his belts in his weight class. He didn't lose his belt, so he still can go fight his guy. You know what I'm saying? So
if he still wants that challenge, though, you know, he seems like a guy that doesn't stop
he wants
until
the challenge that isn't there yet. But if that challenge comes back, that's the challenge he wants. He wants Khabib. So what is Khabib gonna do? It's big money out there. Come on,
we'll see. And speaking of Khabib, he was in Peter Yan's corner, the dude that hit the legal knee. So,
yeah.
I mean, he was. Look, dude, Aljamain was not winning that fight.
Do it.
I know.
No, he wasn't.
But it was. Look, the way that went down was the guy was still on the ground, and he was saying like kick, and one of the guys in his corner said no, and somebody else in Russian said yes or something like that, or kick him or something like that. And so he did, and then he was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I don't think he could see his other side if he saw that he was like crouching to come up or if he was on his knees. So that kind of sucked. So dude loses his belt on, you know, a DQ knee, and you know, at first it was like Aljamain like threw down the belt in the octagon, was like, I don't want this. That's not the right way. He was crying afterwards with Joe Rogan. He's super emotional. And then like 15 minutes later, it's like superposing with the belt. It's like, you got to pick a lane, I think. But he's also probably super emotional, so I don't know. But I hope they run it back. And
you know Dana White is probably like, look, bro, you got the belt. You got to take these pictures and shit.
Probably.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, but I mean, they have to run that one back. Because Peter Yan was winning that entire fight. And then...
Yeah. If he's any type of man, he's got to give him his shirt back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even fight again if I was Peter Yan and it wasn't for that belt.
I think it will be. Because they have a past. So that's why they're so aggressive with each other. And, you know, like kind of after the bell, like they're going an extra half second.
Thumb's corner telling them they knew better, and they tell them to finish him. Like, well...
Yeah.
Y'all cost them. I'd be mad at them, honestly.
And then you got the lioness, Amanda Nunes, just mashing this poor girl. Dude, it was not... That girl, Megan Anderson, should not have been in the octagon. Sorry.
How dare you? She's a nice lady!
I don't care.
I don't understand.
It's
I don't understand why they keep... Like, Ain't nobody out there for her. Y'all need to find some new up and comer.
I'm telling you, they might need to figure something out. Have
But they're thinking about
intergender matches
Caressa
or something.
Shields, yeah, Caressa Shields is thinking about coming over. I just don't know how she'll do with the grappling and shit. But if she happens to get Nunez to stand up and fight, she's the world champion of the world.
No. Nunez is still knock her out. Nunez is such a beast.
She ain't knocking Caressa Shields out in no boxing. She might.
Well, if they box, but if they're in an MMA,
in the MMA octagon with those little gloves, if Caressa Shields or Shields punches her, she's gonna break her little face up a little bit. Like it's gonna be different. This is different.
Whatever, dude. I'll take Amanda Nunez all day, every day, whatever odds you want to give me.
All day, every day in the octagon.
Absolutely.
In the octagon.
Absolutely.
In the boxing match, she's going to bed.
No, well, boxing is different.
It's not different if you do it in the octagon. It's the same thing. You stand there and you box. Only thing about the octagon, you get to use your feet and you get to grab. See?
Yeah. That's why select few do it.
That's why Caressa needs some more practice. But I'm telling you now, she learned that because if she gets you to have to stand up and play it at her reach, she's gonna punch your face in all night. And with those thin gloves, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where, McGregor and Mayweather were gonna do that, like have smaller gloves in an octagon with boxing rules. And like they tried to tweak it to make it more in Connor's favor, and it was like absolutely not going to happen because that.
But Connor, honestly speaking, kept it close. It wasn't like a whitewash fight. Like he didn't get 10-8'd and except for the round he got knocked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like wasn't getting like he can box. He just can't box with the greatest boxer of all time. Like it's a different. Somebody a couple levels lower than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a better fight. Like this is Floyd Mayweather. Like, bro, relax.
Did you check out? Speaking of old fuckers with endurance for days, Dominic Cruz. Like, what the hell? He's still going crazy, dude. That guy has the most insane cardio. I remember
when I thought at one point he was unbeatable.
Well, he kind of was at one point when him and Faber were going back and forth in Like once he finally got over on Faber, it was like. That's it. Dom was the man, But a lot of people, including me at first, hated his fighting style just because he does a lot of shit, a lot of movements, but he doesn't hit a lot. He's very calculated in what he does. He moves a lot without any action, But then I came to appreciate it later on. Like, fuck, that guy moves so much. And he's doing it in these championship 25-minute fights. And he's moving twice as much as the other dude is and still has, like, the same amount of gas in the fifth round. I'm like, it's crazy. He's a monster.
He is.
But
that's a monster.
He's also old for the MMA world, so...
Old as dirt.
Hopefully that just, gets him into a super fight or something like that where they do a catch weight with somebody or blah, 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 and,
I know this is, like, off topic because we ain't got this on the... They're trying to put Pacquiao back in the ring, bro. Like
I thought I heard or saw something about that. Explain to me what the hell is going on.
Two of the best boxers in the world. Like he's supposed to be possibly their next fight. Crawford and King Ryan. I don't believe I just called him King Ryan on national air.
King what?
What's his name? Ryan. What's his last name?
I do not know, but he's definitely not a king. Or he is a king if he doesn't have a last name.
He has
so they're trying to get Pacquiao back in the ring for like an exhibition or like a straight up
a boxing match. Like Ryan's the title holder and in the same weight class as Tank.
They can't do that.
Ryan Garcia.
He'll die. Pacquiao.
Ryan Garcia is trying to fight him, and then I just heard the other day that he's trying to get in the ring with the best pound for pound fighter in the world. Listen, let me just take a second to state this. If your career is not already over, Manny Pacquiao, if you take this fight with Bud Crawford, it will definitely be over, my friend. I promise you that.
It'll be your last.
Do not do this. You are too old for this.
So your advice to Manny Pacquiao is to stick to karaoke.
Yeah,
What
or
he's
fight people like Manuel Marquez. Just keep getting people to pay you to take fights like that. But these upper echelon dudes, they're gonna hurt you, bro, because they're trying to prove something so they can get bigger fights. Because they're still
yeah.
fighters. You're not a fighter anymore, so you're
And
just fighting for the one check.
and if you know it's 2021 now, when people are looking back in 10 years, they're gonna go, "Oh shit, he beat Manny Pacquiao." Nobody's gonna remember the timing of it.
Exactly. You're a Hall of Famer, bro. Stop letting these people beat up on you like this.
Yeah,
You let Manuel Marquez knock you out, like, bro, chill.
that's like Hulk Hogan letting The Rock pin him. I don't know.
Time out. Rock is also a Hall of Famer and a great. Let's not.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's
Manuel
the
Marquez
passing
is
of the
pretty
torch. It's like, hey, you're done, dude. You're done. That's enough.
Yeah, Manuel Marquez is kind of good for his weight class. So let me stop disrespecting that guy. But still, what that being said,
Still, they're higher tier fighters, is what you're saying. That's all.
and Bud is bigger. Like Bud might really hurt that dude. Like, don't do that. For me, Manny.
Hey, he's looking for that payday, man. Those karaoke machines aren't going to buy themselves.
Look,
But hey, paydays.
Money.
Your boy, Dak. Dude, he might have signed the best contract I think I've ever seen. Like, he came off an injury, signed a 4-year deal, $40 million a year.
Man, it's a 2-year deal. See, this is let me
Okay,
break this down to
you know all the ins and outs. So you tell me what's going on.
Let me break this down to you. So there's 126 guaranteed, right?
Yes. Out of 160.
Yes, okay. 75 of that is the first year. So after that, there's only $85 million left on the deal. If you pay him 40 the next year, for real, there's only $45 million. You know, there's only 45 left on the deal for the last 2 years. So that's cut money. Don't be good after year 2, and Jerry Jones will happily bite that 45 over 2 years. Bye bye.
Yeah, but still,
the signing bonus will already be gone, and the guarantees will pretty much be paid in full. Can you think about it? 75 and 40 is 115. It's only 126 guaranteed, but only 95 is fully guaranteed. So for real, it's sign on the dotted line, beginning the training camp next year. So that's another 40. They won't let you sign the 3rd year if you're not good at that. So go ahead and listen. Watch me. See, listen. This is how we're gonna get more people to watch this show, because I'm gonna break this stuff down for you guys.
well, listen, dude.
NFL contracts are written on toilet paper.
I know, but I'm just saying the fact that his deal was structured as a 4-year, and he didn't get looped in, even though the numbers, the years are arbitrary almost. Like, he didn't get looped into that 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, he made it to where if he plays out his contract, like he did the first one, then he will be ready for that 2nd tier, big time. This is it. I'm done bonus. You know.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, taking the 4-year one, he made himself some money, because if NFL keeps going as it's going and money keeps going up, the next one, if it's 4 years,
that's right,
be pretty much double 160.
Cost of living,
and,
motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What they're averaging per year. So in 4 years, they could be averaging right now. The highest paid is 45. That's Mahomes. I don't think nobody's gonna top Mahomes in the next 2 years. I don't think
nobody fucking should.
I mean, I don't think nobody can literally walk, except for if someone like Lamar wins a championship, or who else is coming up, or Allen in Buffalo wins the Super Bowl.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Yeah, then they can walk in there because they're young. They'll have Lamar has an MVP. If he comes in with a Super Bowl and MVP, he walking in. You pretty much have to give him a blank check. I mean, you can't. If you let him walk, your fan base would pretty much walk like.
Yeah, there would be a
That's how Joe Flacco got his money.
Yeah.
When I won the Super Bowl the year he was a free agent, like, damn, they came back and played Joe Flacco like the top quarterback of the league, bro.
And bro, listen to this. I remember that vividly because the Ravens beat the Niners in the Superdome that year. That was when the lights went out in like the 3rd quarter and they came back on, and there's a whole weirdness to it. But yeah, I think he got like 18 or 20 million a year, and everybody was like, "What the?" And now people are getting like, you know, Dak just signed 40, double. And granted, I think he's twice as good as Joe Flacco, but
it's just inflation. He's not.
Yeah,
if you ask me, is Dak worth $40 million? No.
But I don't think most people are.
Price tag says he deserves to get.
Yeah, you know, the market plays. Exactly.
You want to know
Marketplace?
who can make a lot of money right now? Like
Who's
a
that?
whole lot of money.
Mark Cuban.
Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck could wake up tomorrow and make $30 million. At least $30 million. Like there's $30 million just sitting out there for that man if he ever won money. For the next probably 2 more years, someone would still sign him at a starting quarterback rate. If he woke up and showed that he could still throw the ball in practice, he'd get paid.
Bro, he could show up in Vegas tomorrow and they'd be like, whatever you want. You could have the town, sir.
And if it wasn't he didn't want to play for the Colts thing, this would be the perfect time. He can come back. They just traded for a quarterback.
Yeah.
They're gonna trade you. I'm saying like
Yeah, the problem is he's a square dude. Which is there's nothing wrong with it, but he just
that's not. He really wanted to retire.
he just wants to have his book club, you know?
Like he just got.
Let him have it.
About it, if I would probably retire if I was getting beat up that way. If I really was physically taking those pounds on my kids and shit.
Yeah. Hey, good on him, man. He made his money, he got out, and he's fine.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm gonna need your help with this. What the fuck was the NBA All-Star Game? I kind of was watching it. I couldn't keep track of it with the scoring and the skills competition in the middle and the. Explain to me. I watched about half of it because I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It's LeBron misses the back jam, and then it's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be the whole game. Like everybody just.
I don't know how. There's a method to actually getting the Elam ending. I don't know how the hell the number. I don't know how the hell they come up with the number.
But it was like they played like the 3 12-minute quarters.
So the Elam ending is play the 3 quarters, and then they did a whole quarter at Elam ending. Some people do a timed Elam ending, like last 5 minutes of the game. Mm-hmm. So they stop the game, put a score up. Whoever gets to that number first, whatever. No, I'm saying, like, I don't care if you're beating us by 20 or 5.
Yeah.
Whoever gets to this number first is the winner.
Yeah. Whoever gets to 22 first wins.
Yeah, regardless if the score is 5-5 or 17-5.
Yep.
Whoever gets to 22 first wins. So that's the thing part of it. How they get that number, it's the mathematic way they do it. I don't know exactly.
But what was like the skills competition, the dunk
They wanted to do it all on one day.
So, well, that I get, but it was like the 3-point competition was early and then the dunk was in the middle, or how did that work?
Yeah, the dunk was at halftime. They did the dunk contest at halftime, only 3 contestants. Because
I didn't know if it was a replay or what, like I couldn't tell what the hell was going on because I wasn't watching it all the way through because it was not keeping my interest.
Yeah, no, they did the skills first, and then the 3-pointer, and then the game started, and then the dunk contest at halftime, and they finished the game, which was pretty trash because the 3 best players on the East, on Team Durant didn't play. So figure out what you want to watch that for. But it's basketball, and I'm Mike, so.
Yeah. No, I get it, dude. It was Mickey and I were pumped to watch it, and then it was kind of like, we can watch something else. No big deal. So speaking of which, what have you been watching lately, bro? What?
When do pitchers and catchers report?
Pitchers and catchers? I do not know. They're already playing games, spring training games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cactus and grapefruit have been going on for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, then they've already reported, Brendan. If you know they're playing games, how you not know when they report? They're clearly already reported, sir.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They've been here, bro. I didn't know if you were talking about something else. Sometimes you know shit about sports that I would have never even thought to look for. But that's because your mind and sports are they're buddies.
Last chance you basketball dropped this today.
What basketball happened today?
So I'm watching that. Last chance you. You know what Last Chance You is?
Yeah, you explained it to me last time. North Carolina A&T or Tech or whatever.
No. That's a different show, man. No. Last Chance You is about like one off like high school. No, like community colleges.
Oh, okay.
And the one they're doing actually this season is first time they're doing basketball, and it's East LA Community College.
Oh, interesting. What service is that on? Netflix. I'll have to check that out. Last Chance You.
Yeah.
What was the North Carolina A&T one called?
Why Not Us?
Why Not Us? Okay. That's right. They ripped the Red Sox. I forgot those posers. Anything else you've been watching?
That's about it, man. That started today. I watch battle rap all the time. What else, man?
Nothing really.
Good. What's the name of it? Good Girls.
Good Girls. Yeah, we watched. We got through another episode last night. So
A
it's
new season just started, so yeah, I've been watching that.
so yeah, we're still on season 1, but we're gonna ride it out. It's good enough. It's one of those where we don't have to watch it consistently, but it's like if we don't know what to watch, throw it on. It's 40 minutes. It's perfect.
That's how I am with it. Yeah, but it's pretty funny.
But we actually watched a couple things. So we watched Palmer, the Justin Timberlake movie.
I heard some bad things about that. I'm with Justin with that. With the things I heard, I'm not a fan of Justin for the things I heard.
Oh, really?
Well, I heard he said some bad things or made some bad insinuations about Britney or whatever, and he's always claimed her to be a friend.
Oh, you're saying outside of this movie?
You talking about his like documentary movie?
No. Palmer is just he's an actor.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then wrong movie, my bad.
No, okay, but so you haven't seen the documentary, obviously. You just heard some shit about it.
I just heard some shit about it. That he said did some shit about Britney that she wasn't a fan of.
Yeah.
I just know that he's always claimed her to be a friend. Like he would always say, "That's my friend."
Yeah. Well,
So you don't do that shit to your friends. We just had that conversation about Tiger Woods earlier in the show. So.
Yeah, true. And I also heard, this is also hearsay. I didn't sit down and watch it or anything like that, but I also heard that the stuff that came out in the documentary is clips of him when he was younger, or like being at a party and somebody's like, "Hey, dude, like you banged Britney Spears, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course I did." Like that's the bad talk. When he was a kid, he was like, "Yeah, of course." Like he.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was.
I think that's what it is. But again, I haven't seen it.
Be too upset about that. Like,
if he was just being a dumb kid.
As a kid, people, not saying me personally, but I know people who lied about that type of shit all the time. He was just being a dumb kid. That's not something to be mad about now, Britt.
Yeah, exactly. So if that's the extent of it, then whatever. But this Palmer movie was one of those.
Also could have left that out the movie. Like, man.
That's what people want to hear, Mike. That's why people are watching a Britney Spears documentary, is to hear that shit, not about all the other stuff. But
you shouldn't be here just to sell a movie, my friend. That is your friend. At least that's
I
what
agree.
Your friend be.
But again, I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to speak too far on it. But Palmer was okay. It was like, it's a a dude that gets out of jail, and then it starts out with an old lady taking care of not her son. So you know exactly how it's going to go. They're going to make this hard guy nice and soft and blah, blah, blah. And by the end, he's a good guy. Redemption story. So it was exactly that. It was just kind of, yep, saw that coming. Yep, saw that coming. Acting was pretty good. Okay. It was like, whatever. Mediocre. Not sad that I watched it, but won't watch it again.
Never even heard of him.
Yeah. So, well, it's Justin Timberlake, so in my house, that's a big deal. And then I think I watched every Despicable Me and Minions movie twice over the past, few days, just because that's what the little guy's into right now.
And talking about it made you tired, bro.
Dude, it's just like of all the movies, he goes through phases. I'm fine with it. It's somewhat entertaining to me as well. But I'm interested to see if Despicable Me, I think they're doing a franchise move like the Star Wars franchise. Because they released Despicable Me 1 and 2, I think. And then Minions and then 3 or something like that. So right now they have Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3. They have Minions, which is a prequel. Then they have Rise of Gru coming out, which is the second prequel. So if they want to ride this train, if Universal wants to ride this train, they could do a 1, 2, 3 through 9 like the Star Wars did. I don't know if they will, but those movies, they just crank out money. So why wouldn't they? They did 4 Toy Stories. They could do another 6. Doesn't matter. They got a good formula. They know what works. Just keep pushing it out with a new storyline.
Yes, technically you're right.
It's a cartoon. You could do forever.
bring people back to life. You can do it.
Anything you want, man. And then the big one for this weekend was we watched the new Coming to America. And
bad thing. And I knew they should have left my movie alone, bro.
what? Okay, we're gonna have to get into it. I fucking loved it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't get into it.
Oh, well then what are you talking about? Listen, dude.
I just heard bad things about
Coming to America,
Coming to America is my favorite movie of all time. So they weren't gonna ever be able to do it justice. So I'm okay with that. But I heard they butchered it. That's just what I heard.
See, I was very nervous about it too. Coming to America is a top 10 for me, for sure. It's one of my favorites. And I just hadn't seen it in so long, I forgot how much I loved it. So I rewatched it, and then I rewatched it during the day, and then at night, Dallas and I sat down and watched the actual Coming to America. And at first it was like 3.5 stars, and I'm like, oh no. Like, I had that same anxiety, but maybe that's why it was better for me. Because I'm like, they did a good job. Like, they kept all of the same cheesiness from the first movie and just updated it. Like, there was still random dancing and, like, I think they did a good job, paying homage to the first one, or homage, or however you say that stupid word. By the way, how do you say, is it Pulitzer Prize or Pulitzer Prize?
Who are you talking to?
Well, I couldn't figure it out or say it last night. So I'm asking you, how would you say it?
I say Pulitzer.
Pulitzer? That's how I used to say it, and then I went to read it. I went to read it and it came out Pulitzer. So I don't know.
That's how some people say it. Who you talking to, bro? It's like tomato.
Well, I was, so watching Coming to America, I was thinking, if you could be king of a country, what country would you be king of? And this is a little bit trickier than you would think.
Be a king of the country with enough people, but not too many people.
Exactly. Like a good community with still some strangers. Like, you don't know everybody, but you kind of know everybody.
There you go. And I at least know somebody that knows them. If I don't know them directly, I'm okay with that. That's good enough.
So so what kind of climate are you in? Are you on like an island?
I'm in Cali. I'm in Cali.
No, it's a country. California's not a country, Mike.
Well, my climate is gonna be like the state of California. What do you mean?
Okay, so do you want to be the king of Catalina? Can we make you the king of Catalina?
Yep, we can have Catalina
there you go.
mixers, baby.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. All right, Mike. We'll see what we got to do. I'll go talk to the
we could
town hall.
Catalina. They have turned Catalina into like rich people town. We could never. You'd have to have a lot of money to buy Catalina.
You are the king, Mike. It's your dream.
Oh yeah, kings do have a lot of money.
Yeah, so you would rule all of those people, and that Catalina is like perfect for you. It's like the night good enough. Fuck, man, we might have to rule Catalina together. I like that idea, because now I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, we're offshore, we're on our own, but it's big enough to where you could not see people for months at a time.
Exactly, man.
You just build some good restaurants, have like a local spot. And then if you ever want to, you're 45 minutes away from land.
Man.
I like it, man. Let's make Catalina its own country and take it over.
Let's do it.
How do you do that? Do we have to do that with paperwork these days? Or can we just go...
No, you need paperwork. We can't be pirates, bro.
We can't our Viking and Mermaid can't combine like Captain Planet and go take over fucking Catalina? I'll turn into a steel mermaid and you could ride me out to the island and we'll wreck shop. And we'll just live off the goats or whatever's out there on Catalina Island. That and wine.
There you go. Sound like a plan with it.
Oh shit, man. Well, listening to. What have you been listening to? Did you listen to the playlist of the week? The Nipsey Hussle and Black Crowes playlist is the shit. I'm still listening to it.
No.
You should.
But, I haven't listened to much this week, actually, because I haven't been in my car, man.
And you don't listen to music in the background at home?
No, except for battle rap, bro.
That's it?
No. Yeah, that's it. If I showed you my TV right now, it's not battle rap planned, but as soon as we get off this, I'll probably go.
It's ready. It's on the ready.
They had 2 events this weekend, and I missed a couple battles. So I fell asleep, man. I'd be out.
But you can go back and rewatch it, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah,
you like to watch it live though,
Yeah.
or when they first pop? Yeah.
So they added it, so you don't really see the mess ups and stuff like that. So it's not a fair judge. But
Gotcha. All right. Well, this week in honor of St. Patrick's Day, leading up to St. Patrick's Day, which is a big deal in my house, playlist of the week is going to be Irish punk, just like me. So Irish music with some punk music, it just kind of flows together. That's my traditional playlist for the week up to St. Patty's Day. So that's what we're going to be doing. So on that note, let's see whose turn is it. I think it's my turn to drop some knowledge this week, eh?
yeah,
So let's
I
see.
think so.
All right. So we had a conversation a few weeks ago about canceled celebrities and everything. So here's my advice for the week. If you're going to support a canceled celebrity, do it like a white person singing all of the rap lyrics. Do it in private. And also on that note, Mike will be here in person with me next week. We're going to record in person for the first time, finally, St. Patrick's Day special. So I have no idea what we're going to do, but we're going to do something fun, something special. So be sure to follow us all this week on Instagram at Black Irish Pod, at Brendallis7, at Black Irish 213. Check us out on YouTube, review, rate, and subscribe. It's episode 10. Buy those rookie cards. You got anything, Mike?
No, except for look for Brady on his neighborhood app because he's gonna be the neighbor with the black guys.
See you on St. Patty's Day.
See.